My story tonight comes from my high school days, and I know that some of you are or have been high school teachers. And I'm pretty sure that all of us at one time were high school students. And of course, you know from that high school is a tumultuous time, a lot of ups and downs. It can be hard at times and it can be great at times. But one of the coolest things about high school for me was that you could really make a friend, a true friend in high school. By that time, you were grown up enough to really understand other people and make friends with them. And if you're lucky, it's a friend for life. And I have a few friends like that, and one of them, his name is Tom Horner. And Tom and his family moved to our school district just before the 10th grade. And Tom and I immediately bonded over our mutual love of basketball. We both played on the JV team that year, and we loved to play basketball together. We loved to talk about basketball, watch basketball, and it became, a true friendship on that basis. Our 11th grade year, we were reserves on a team that went all the way to the district playoffs, and so we were honored to be part of that. And we were looking forward to our senior year because we were sure we were going to be starters, and we committed to each other that we're going to play every day in the off season, get in tip-top shape, and really be ready to play and be starters our senior season. So we started into that kind of a program, and about halfway through the summer, we got really lucky. One of our gym teachers, Mr. Brunel, who for the rest of the story will be Coach Brunel, got permission from the school board to start our school district's first ever cross-country team. And he started trying to recruit some of the high school athletes to be on the cross-country team. And he recruited Tom and me, and Tom and I immediately said, yeah, we're signing up for that because we want to get in great shape for basketball, and this distance running in cross-country should do the trick. So we came out for some of the training runs, and we quickly figured out that we were not going to be the stars of the cross-country team. In cross-country, only the top 5 runners' places count for the team. The rest of you are just extras. And we quickly figured out that we weren't going to be in the top 5 of our team. We had about 14 or 15 guys on the team, and Tom and I were pretty reliably in the middle of a pack. Maybe 7th or 8th, maybe as bad as 9th. We never got close to the top 5, and we never fell all the way to the back of the pack. But we were satisfied because all we were doing this for was to get in shape for basketball. So we felt ourselves getting in better shape, and we were enjoying it and had some good teammates. So we just were enjoying it and going with the flow. As the season went on, we saw that all of the meets were basically the same. They were 3.1 miles long, these races. And most races started at whatever school we were at with a lap around the track and then leave the stadium and go out into the woods and up and down some hills and through some mud and back to the stadium and finish on the track. So and when you got to the other school, they would walk you around the course so you knew where you were going and show you where the markers were. And so we did that maybe 10 or 12 times during the season. And when we got to the last meet of the year, it seemed like it was going to be just another one like that. And we started off in the bus, and Tom starts telling me, I'm bored with this middle of the pack stuff. I'm not doing it today. I'm going to sprint at the beginning, and I'm going to take the lead. I'm going to be in the lead when we leave the stadium. I'm like, you're crazy. The only way we had gotten through, even in the middle of the pack, was by taking our time, pacing ourselves. And we had heard that this course we were going to was a particularly difficult one with a legendary steep hill. So I said, well, you're crazy. You're not going to do that. So we kept talking about it, and we got to the meet, and they walked us around and saw this big hill. I said, you're not going to sprint out. You're going to die. He said, no, I'm doing it. This is our last meet. We're not going to any playoffs or anything. I'm going to do it. So we got to the starters line, and I'm still trying to talk him out of it. He hadn't told anybody else on the team he was going to do it, just me. And The starter's gun fires off. Sure enough, he did what he said he was going to do. He took off like a lightning bolt. He ran out to the front, and the other guys on the team that didn't know this was going to happen, they were laughing so hard that they couldn't even get their own breath. It was just shocking to see Tom like out in front of everybody. So he kept going faster and faster. By the time we got to the exit from the track, he had about between a 20 and a 30-yard lead on the whole pack. He was flying. And I'm like, well, maybe he took some drugs or something. He's really going to pull this off. So we start off, and we start up into the woods and up this hill. And just going for a little ways into that, I hear Reeds, because we called each other by our last name and added an S for some unknown reason. And I'm looking around. I can hear Tom, but I can't see him. And I go a little bit further, and I hear Reeds. And I look up, and I could hear it was coming from above me. When he ran out of gas, he was too ashamed to walk or sit down. He climbed up a tree to hide. And so he's like, wait for me. So I waited. He dropped himself down. We ran together the rest of the way. We finished 9th or 10th, and I don't remember who finished 9th and who finished 10th. But I will always have that memory of Tom sprinting out in front, or Horners, I should say, sprinting out in front of the field. And that's 52 years ago, and that memory has lasted a lifetime.